Good morning, Brewsters. I'm Mix Bustos with another perfect kickstart to the work week, and this is Brewed Awakening. Merry Christmas and advanced Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope everybody had a great Christmas weekend. And speaking of Christmas weekend, I'm sure, guys, that has been full of holiday treats and, of course, Noche Buena and konting kainan. Staying fit amid the pandemic has been the rave, and it's something that will surely carry over to 2021 due to the uncertainty on when we can all go out regularly to pursue our passion for good health, sports, and other physical activities. Joining us to talk about this is former Philippine ASCAL football ambassador and the founder of the 7th Football League, Anton Del Rosario. Anton, good morning, brother. Merry Christmas and advance Happy New Year.
Good morning. Happy holidays. Cheers.
Cheers, cheers. So, Anton, of course, when we talk about, fitness and overall health, I just want to get that from your perspective that competition was out during this
Yeah.
year before contact sports. How have you been doing? Have you been, maintaining your overall fitness and health, especially during 2020?
Of course, a lot of adjustments, since we can't get out on the field when we want to. A lot of things were taken to Zoom. So we were doing a bunch of Zoom training sessions. In the beginning of the pandemic, we were doing it. I was actually doing a little stint with my son. So we were doing a father-son tandem on Zoom, which was open to the public. And then when the academy started picking up, we just left it to the academies because we didn't want to, I guess, step on their toes. So, I mean, it's great that people are still trying to move, even though we are very limited. But aside from that, I ended up buying a bunch of weights here and making my own gym at home. So I make sure to keep active so I could stay in shape for the next coming season for the PFL.
Now, Anton, my intro is actually incomplete because what I want to talk about with you is your journey of being an entrepreneur also because you're the founder of the Sevens Football League. And Anton, off cam, we were talking about it. The last interview I had with you on ANC Game Time was in March, just right before the lockdown. We were talking about the Sevens Football League. We were talking about how it's about to kick off with new teams, and then suddenly, boom, the lockdown hit. I just want to get that from your perspective because remember literally it was a Friday, and then Saturday we were supposed to fly off to Cebu the next day, and then it got canceled. How was that like? I never got to ask you how was it like from that perspective, and how did you adjust?
Yeah, well, it was tough. We were all set up. We had what was called the Campeon Cup, which is the all-star teams of each of the leagues for the Sevens. So the Sevens is located in Davao, Iloilo, Bacolod, Pampanga, Muntinlupa, and BGC. And then Cebu, we were actually looking to kick off and start it that weekend. So we were going to kick it off with the Campeon Cup. Unfortunately, that weekend, Tom Hanks announced that he had COVID. Gobert announced he had COVID. So that's when everything just shut down, and we weren't able to fly out to Cebu. So with that, it was a hard one. We were really excited. The Sevens, we had big things lined up for the year. We were supposed to have an international tournament earlier this month to bring over my partners from Malaysia, a partner from Singapore, and a partner from Brunei. They were all going to send over teams to be able to compete to see who the best seven-a-side team here is in Southeast Asia. So these were the things that we have to start looking for next year. I mean, it's always looking to the positives when it comes down to things. You're always going to run into walls somewhere. This wall it's a very big wall, and it was a wall built for everybody, so everybody ran into this wall, and it's all about finding ways to get over it.
Like what, Anton? How did you pivot?
Well, what I did, I had an opportunity. Luckily, football has carried me through almost everything I've done in life, and it kept on doing it when the opportunity to start a professional team came up. So the PFL reached out to me. They asked if I'd be able to put up a professional team into the league. I said, sure, no problem, as long as they make it easy for me to join. So they had me join the league because honestly, the PFL, it wasn't going to be able to run because they only had 5 teams. They needed 6 teams to be able to compete. So we came in with the 6 team to sort of save the league, and I'm very proud of what we accomplished. We came out there 2 months. A bunch of guys who had not been training at all came together, and we competed at the top level in the country. And not only that, we were able to turn over one of the long-lasting clubs who have been in the PFL for the last, I think, 9-10 years now. So it was
So
very,
how
it
is
was
it like?
very, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. How is it like forming the team? Where did you get your guys? Assuming you said that you're going to be the sixth team, and more or less the top guys already have teams. How did you do
Mhm.
that as an owner and as a founder?
So, I mean, if you know the football community, you know that there are a lot of players and a lot of people who want the sport to be successful out here. A lot of people who want the opportunity to be able to compete at the top level. It's a lot of people's dreams. I didn't realize how, I guess, how big of a dream and how big of an opportunity it was to some people until I announced that we got our license, and all of a sudden, my inbox was just full of just requests to be able to try out, to be able to come play for Maharlika, even though we weren't paying any salaries. So, I mean, that's the big thing about our club, right? I announced with our club, look, I'm sorry, I'm going to be straight up. I'm not going to be able to pay salaries, but I'll be able to give you guys the opportunity to play on the big stage of the country. And a lot of people were all about it. And a lot of people took the sacrifice. And I guess at the same time, it's a sacrifice and an opportunity. These guys are stepping out. A lot of them were ex-professionals before getting paid, but they took the jump to be able to just keep on playing for the love of the sport again. And I think that's what made our team so special, is because we had a group of guys who knew that they weren't getting paid, but they were there because they wanted to play. They wanted to prove something, and they wanted to just play and enjoy the passion and love of the sport. So that's how we came about with the team. And we did a few things. It was nice. We did a few, I guess, promotional things for it. One of the things was we had an open tryout on Zoom. We had about 40 plus trialists out there on Zoom for 2 weeks. Then we did a show. So we broke it down from the 40 trialists. We selected 7 live. And then from the 7, we interviewed the 7 live. And then we had the public also interview the 7 live. So it was nice. And then we cut it down to, I think, 3 of them got signed onto our team. One of them, from the trialists from Zoom, one of them ended up scoring the first goal of the club, Jose Montalibano. So these are things that I'm happy I was able to provide for these guys who hopped onto Maharlika FC.
What's it like, Anton, being on the other side of the fence? You being a former player and now you being part of the management.
Well, I actually I like it because, as a player, you kind of know what the players need. You know, so knowing what the players need, it makes the job a lot more, I guess, easier. Because I don't have to go guessing around what needs to be done. And it's much easier because I guess through my history in playing, I think I've earned the respect from all of the players on the team. So with that, all of the players were very supportive for everything that we were doing for the club, and they were great. They were absolutely amazing, and I am very proud that they were the first players to be wearing the jersey for Maharlika FC. You know, yeah. But being outside of it, it is a different beast. You got to worry about budgeting. You got to worry about making sure that everything's there for the players. You got to make sure that The players are happy. So it's a lot more than just going out there playing now. But at the same time, I enjoy it because I get to see that with these guys and playing out there on the field, they have smiles on their faces. One of the guys ended up breaking down in front of the team after he scored the goal, and those are the moments that make me feel good because it makes me feel like I've been able to give something to other people, and that's what our team's about. Our team right now is wanting to be able to give what can't be given, I guess, to everybody. And I want to give that opportunity to everybody out there to be able to try and play at the top level. So, yeah.
Yeah, Anton, just quickly, what about the sevens?
Sorry.
What about your league? Is there something? Are there plans, maybe from your perspective as the founder?
Yes. With the sevens, well, because the sevens cannot be considered professional, because we need to be tied to, let's say, the PFL. We're not allowed to operate. So right now, everything, just like all community football, everything is pretty much on pause. And once we get that announcement from the IATF that we're allowed to go play, and we're allowed to step on the field, then that's when we're going to be ready to kick off. It's pretty much like an on and off switch right now for the sevens. So I'm really looking forward to getting back out there. I really miss these Sundays where we have thousands of people gathering just to play the sport that we love.
Do you miss it, Anton? Of course, I have to ask you. Coming into the bubble, you forming your own team. Of course, you wish sometimes that you wish sometimes that I want to play. Maybe.
I actually, Migs, this last setup for the PFL, I ended up playing playing on the team. So I was able to play this last season, which was great. I'm surprised. I surprised myself that I was able to play this last season because I planned on hanging up the boots last year, and sticking strictly to sevens. But the PFL, it gave me reason to get back into game shape, and I was happy. I was able to get out there and play. The coach was saying, just give me 60 minutes. Just give me 60 minutes on the field. And I was out there and I was able to stick out 90 minutes for 4 games until I got a red card the last game. So I couldn't play the 5th game. Right. So, but yeah, so, I mean, it was really nice to be out there with the guys, be out there on the field. Us as football players, and we feel football is more than just a sport. Football is our life. Football's a way out, and I was able to take this team and almost use it not as a way out, but give it to people to use as a way out. People being able to get together, to socialize, to be able to be with one another. That's a lot of what was missing for 5-6 months of these guys because everybody was in quarantine, So when we got the green light to start training and everything, I think that was the first time all of us had seen people outside from maybe, the main core of 5 or 6 people who you'd normally seen during quarantine. So it was great. It was really great. It was a great experience. The PFL did a great job in the bubble. They had a couple positive cases, and they handled it very well. The players were sent home, and nobody else caught the virus. So they did a great job, and hats off to them and the whole Gab crew over there.
Now, Anton, you mentioned that you were planning to lace up the boots actually last year, but you actually ended up playing a couple of games. What does it take to be in top shape? Considering that you are considering retirement, right? And what do you do on a regular basis for our viewers to be inspired also?
When it comes down to it, I look at everything, and I think confidence is really, really the key. It's really a mental thing. I have a lot of friends at my age, and they just think they're too old to get out there. They think they're too old to go play and stuff like that. I mentally, I try to keep myself young, so I try to push myself as much as possible, and I think because of that, I've been able to keep my body in shape to be able to compete at this level, and it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to be able to come from where I was at the beginning of COVID. Well, I can't say the beginning, maybe about 3 months in, where I wasn't in the best shape. I was probably in the worst shape of my life, but I was able to turn it around due to Maharlika FC, and then get back to playing for 'em.
Mhm. Now, you mentioned that the football is a way out, but a sport, is a way out. It is an escape, whatever
Mhm.
sport it is. But then, particularly from your perspective as football, how is it still being a how is it sorry how is it being a way out now? How is it still an avenue of inspiration and hope?
Well, I mean, when it comes down to it, football, right? Well, if we talk about, several layers, football, let's say playing for the professional team, we call it a way out because, first, let's take it away from the mental side. Let's put it on I guess, the opportunity side, right? A way out, let's say I had a couple of players from Tondo who were on the team. One of the players shined when he was in the PFL. And now I think he's going to be getting opportunities to play at other clubs, possibly like a KFC, where he now is able to get paid. So when it comes down to a team and providing that opportunity as a way out, there's that way out to be able to say, hey, I'm going to be playing football as a profession. That's going to be my occupation. I'm going to be living the dream. So then there's that way out. But for my way out, I use it as a mental escape, with all the hardships going on with the business, with all the, stress builds up a lot. But when I go off onto the field, that's where I just get to clear my mind and do what I love doing, do what I feel like I'm made to do, which is to be able to play football. And I guess how I play it, I like to, I guess, show by example. So I make sure that I go out there every day. I'm working the hardest I can, and I guess that's one of the reasons the guys respect me, is because I'm an old ass man, 39 years old. When was it?
Doesn't
Four
look it, man.
days.
Doesn't look it.
Yeah, four days ago I turned 39, and I'm still out there beating some of these kids. So I try to tell them, hey, look, if I'm out here beating you and you guys want to compete at the top level, I'm 39 years old. You better not let me beat you the next one. So I make sure that the kids, they're going out there and they're working hard, because they're not just out there for the fun and love of the sport. They're out there to prove something too. So that's the other way out. You know, it's a mental escape to be able to show what you could do, to do what you love, to be able to use it as therapy, and to be able to, I guess, prove yourself and grow some confidence. You know, so I think those are the main things that has been able to push me. So confidence is definitely key to being able to be successful in the sport.
Right. So belated happy birthday, Anton. So Anton said it best.
Thank you.
It's the age is not just a number. So if you have confidence, actually you're right, Anton. If you have confidence just to do whatever you want to do, it makes you feel young, right? And it
Yeah.
makes you feel that you can do anything. So we'll take it from Anton, so that no matter how old we are, we can do everything, especially from a physical perspective, for us to be in shape, especially holiday season. Kind of having a little bit of celebrations and Noche Buenas, so we can do it. Not wait for 2021, but actually start now. Anton, we actually showed a couple of videos from
Mhm.
your vlog and your videos on the modern dad. How was it like being a dad, actually, in this time?
Well, I mean, it's actually it's extremely difficult, man. You know, you would think homeschooling and stuff like that would be able to make life a little bit easier, but man, I mean, it's great because I was able to go to Boracay and take my son there, and he was able to go to school there during the week. But at the same time, it's almost like you have to micromanage your kid now. It's almost like you have to go through school with them again, because it's very difficult. The kids and their attention span these days, having to do everything remote through the computer, it makes things tough. But outside of that, at least we're able to hang out more. We're always with each other. And he gets to go out, and we do play some football here inside. So we do keep active together as
Mhm.
a family.
How is it like, Anton? Maybe the influence. How did you see that you being a parent, you becoming more of an example, especially spending more time with your kids?
Um, but when it comes down to it, I mean, a big reason why I started the youth side of the sevens was for my son. I wanted to make sure that he was going to have a way to be able to play, every day or every weekend. And with the sevens, I was able to see him every day playing football, or every Sunday playing football, knowing that he was going to go out there and compete. So, it's part of what my whole vision of all my work is. How can I grow something where I'd be able to give an opportunity to my son to make him smile? That's what I try to do. So when it comes down to it, like Maharlika, maybe eventually he'll be playing there one day, but I was happy that he was able to see me on TV again, playing football. Sundays he gets to go out there, socialize with, hundreds of kids, and then he gets to go play the sport. So everything that I do, a lot revolves around him. My son's changed my world, and it's my turn to be able to, I guess, shape his future.
Now, what do you look forward to in 2021, given that you started a couple of things, especially with Maharlika and with your family also. You've adjusted to online learning and being more with your
Mhm.
son. At the same time, you see, as I mentioned, starting Maharlika and moving forward to the next season, is there anything that we can look forward to, at least from your endeavors in 2021?
Well, 2021, I have a few things that I'm looking at doing. Well, with the PFL, we'll be kicking off the PFL hopefully May, so fingers crossed. But then a run up to that, we'll also be having the same sort of trials for Maharlika Manila FC. So we'll be having trials for that. I'm excited to see what new faces we have come trying to join, because I got a lot of phone calls after our performance in the PFL bubble, of people wanting to join the team. So I'm excited. People like our team and like what they're about. So I'm looking forward to going out there and making sure that we come, in the top three spots of the PFL for next season. Um, Also for next year, hopefully, fingers crossed, all of this COVID stuff. Uh, I'm not going to say it passes, because let's be real, this is probably going to stick around for a long, long time. Whether the vaccine comes or not, but we got to be able to adjust. And with that, I've been able to move towards a different direction with my company. And we're actually looking at putting other events together for, maybe not just football specific, but maybe other sports related events where it's tied to brands and stuff like that as well. Of course, it'll be things that we could only play. I was an avid tennis fan. I loved tennis before, so I'll be looking to put a tennis competition together, because that's one of the competitions and sports allowed to be played during all of this. So I'll be looking to put something like that together, and I'll reach out to you and keep you posted, because I think it's
For
something that
sure.
you're gonna really like.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll keep you updated with some stuff, but we have some exciting stuff coming up for 2021 through the sevens. I think we're also looking at setting up a football tennis league. So we're trying to innovate. We're trying to think of different things to be able to at least, if not keep, keep football alive, keep the kids and keep the players who were playing in the sevens busy. So, yeah. these are the different things that we want to try and kick off for 2021.
All right, so I'm excited for that personally, Anton. So just hit me up. So just in case you need, just in case I need more info, of course, we can always chat about your innovations, of course, in of course developing sport here in the Philippines. Anton, lastly, your final message to our viewers as we look forward to the new year.
All right, everybody, take care. I hope, 2020 wasn't the best year for everybody, but you always have to be positive. You always have to push past. There's always a brighter side to everything. Be positive, be happy, and have a great new year. Okay, 2021 is going to be much better than 2020. We could only move forward here. So everybody, take care and God bless.
All right, so the kettle has whistled once again. We'd like to thank Anton for spending time with us, and we'd also like to thank our partner, Project Ripple. Advance Happy New Year, everybody. I'm Mix Bustos, and we'll see you again next week right here on Brewed Awakening. Anton, thank you so much. To everybody, advanced Happy New Year.
Thank you, and thank you, Kickstart Coffee. Thank you, Brewed Awakening. Appreciate you guys. Take care, Migs.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.